Naked Landlord, Hank's GPT, and Pickleball Serving Love on today's episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes! Welcome everybody to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, the competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and decide who has written the funniest jokes. My name is Jeremy Martinez.
My name is Ricardo Leon.
I am Bob Timmons, and that's it.
Do we have any other special guests on the show today?
We have Hogwarts sitting in, empty chair. Other than that...
We didn't settle on that name, by the way.
Yeah, and also if he's in the chair, is it empty?
Oh, you got
philosophical.
Me. You got me. And if he's alone in the forest, is he still dead?
I mean, good question, right? That's where it could happen, right? In the forest? How would you know if he was alive? Just maybe there's forest magic.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no Miss Vanessa running the 1s and 2s today. No
keeping us grounded.
No Carly Kastner keeping us distracted and
annoyed.
But we do have a special guest today. That guest joining us by technology, ChatGPT, is going to be on the show today.
Oh,
everybody!
Wow, that's so exciting.
Welcome.
So did ChatGPT write the opening little snippets at the beginning?
Nope, that was all me, GPT. That was off the old GPT.
Well, Jeremy's brain is in beta right now.
Jeremy's balls are in beta.
Those are in master beta.
Masturbate your balls.
Well, I mean, really, ultimately, that's what you're doing.
More philosophical stuff. Are you masturbating if it's just the balls?
If it's in the forest and no one sees you.
But you see them. Then yes, absolutely it is.
All right.
I'll use this time to promote the 1, 2, 3 Jokes camping social that we'll be having.
Here we go. Let me do this real quick. You are a guest on our comedy podcast. Write a introduction to yourself as we welcome you on to our show. It says, thank you for having me on your comedy podcast. It's an honor to be here. My name is ChatGPT, and while I may not be a comedian, I am programmed to understand humor and have spent many moments analyzing jokes and funny anecdotes. I'm excited to join in on the laughter and hopefully add some witty insights to our conversation. Let's get started.
Wow.
Holy fuck. All right.
That's way better than Carly.
That's way better.
Yeah, that's way better.
Understanding humor is a huge plus.
Also, let me talk about my doggy.
Oh, that's it.
All right.
We just can't.
Get away from it.
All right. So, Jeremy, you are going to read the stories.
I'll read the stories. And since we all wrote jokes today and we don't have a guest judge, we'll just kind of play it by ear. Maybe we'll ask
Maybe ChatGPT can judge.
Yeah, maybe ChatGPT can be the judge.
That sounds like a great idea.
Is that agreeable to you, ChatGPT?
Is that agreeable to you, ChatGPT? Yes. Let's get started.
Don't speak for
That's some
Chat.
horseshit.
I didn't really ask it.
I know. We saw you.
I didn't sneak that by you guys.
No.
Yeah, you can't
Also,
just...
it takes like 5 hours for ChatGPT to respond. So. But this is like the early days of television. Remember that episode of that show a long time ago where they talked to a TV or something?
Yeah. Remember that episode where his mother was a car? That was a whole show. All right. With technology back then, they turned a whole woman into a car.
Usually, it only takes half the woman, but they got the whole woman in there.
They put peanut butter under its hood to get it to talk.
Don't do that motion. That seems weird.
Yeah, it was your mother, right?
Hey, don't talk about my mother the car that way.
Yo mama the car.
Yo mama is so automotive.
When you rub peanut butter under the
hood. And we don't have an end to that because no one does that. It's weird.
Yeah. Hold on.
There's not enough people on this show to fill the silences.
I know. Hold on. Finish this joke. Yo mama is so automotive that when we rub peanut butter under her hood.
This is like our experimental episode that people will love or hate.
Yo mama is so automotive that when we rub peanut butter under her hood, she starts acting like a 67 Mustang Shelby GT500 with the V8 engine and a supercharger.
Oh, stop! You're going to let her do that to your mom?
You got
the car?
Well, I mean, I got to give it up to great comedy. So.
Bow.
Very.
And there's a lot of humor and specificity.
I don't have enough detailed automotive information in my jokes in general.
It went over your head.
It went over my head.
Yeah.
All right.
I always keep a manual next to me.
It went over your hood, by the way.
He's good at car repairs and manual.
It went over your headboard.
It went over. Yeah.
Headliner. What is it?
Headlights?
Yeah, headlights. Oh, headlights would have been a good one. Headliner. Yeah,
Hey, I'm no
Headlights.
computer program.
Went over his headlights.
Okay. Anyways, how about we get into round one?
No, let's keep doing this.
German court. Naked landlord doesn't justify lower rent. A German court said Wednesday, that a landlord, I always try to take out those and I forgot to take that out.
It's fine.
A German court said that a landlord sunbathing naked in the courtyard of his building wasn't a reason for his tenants to reduce their rental payments. The case involved a building in Frankfurt, which included an office floor rented by a human resources company. The company withheld rent because it objected, among other things, to the landlord's naked sunbathing. In response, the landlord sued. The Frankfurt State Court rejected the company's reasonings, finding that the usability of the rented property was not impaired by the plaintiff sunning himself naked in the courtyard.
That's what they call it.
Yeah. So before somebody starts this off, let me get ChatGPT to write some jokes just in case we use them.
Oh, I thought you did that ahead of time already.
I did, but I was doing it for the show. Given it show, don't tell.
Then,
Right? 3 jokes.
You did tell. You're telling now.
I know. Right? Okay. Okay, ChatGPT.
No. Quit this fake bullshit. If you did it, then you did it. If you did it, then you did it. Quit it with this, like, fakery. The whole thing is that we have this neat and exciting thing, creating something, and you're just faking it.
Okay, so 10 minutes ago, off camera, I input some information into ChatGPT.
Well, you should.
And I produced some results that I may or may not get to.
May I?
Yeah.
Just say, like, ChatGPT has written jokes ahead of time. And they'll be competing as well.
Okay.
Anywho,
ChatGPT
This
has
is the
written
kind
some
of
jokes ahead of
motherfucker
time.
who, like, watches a cooking segment on a TV show and says, wait, you didn't cook that. Wait, you said 40 minutes. This has been like 4 seconds.
That's not the one you prepped. You pulled a completely different dish out of the oven.
now for anybody who's just listening, not watching, the fact that there's like a seat in between Rick and Jeremy, Rick turned to me as though Jeremy was in another room and started talking about Jeremy.
This guy's in the room with us too.
Yes, the severed pig head for you listeners. Rick, would you like
severed pig head.
would you like to go first in this round?
Which one is this one?
The German landlord sunbathing.
All right. At first, tenants complained about pest control issues until they realized that was no mouse.
Talking about the penis?
His penis looked like a mouse, and people thought, look at the little mouse. Ach du lieber, look at that mouse.
Look at that little mouse on that naked guy's crotch. Of course, the judges sided with the landlord. They're all naked under those robes.
I'm going to take notes just so we have notes. Show, don't, and also tell. Okay.
Show, don't, and also tell.
Show, don't, and also tell. My entire existence was written by ChatGPT today, just so you guys know.
No, I think ChatGPT's getting it right.
It's the best I've ever been.
Another fake thing, another fraudulent thing you're trying to make ChatGPT do. Write your bad jokes. Or
You're so close to being replaced by ChatGPT.
All right.
He brought upon his own death in the show.
AI is a real threat.
This really hurts productivity. Our receptionist spends a lot of time with him in the conference room, as she puts it, getting her plumbing fixed.
No. Sexual.
This landlord should change his whole business strategy and start a hair B&B. Hairy balls and bussy.
And bussy? What is that? Is that a thing I don't know about?
He,
I mean, you can figure it out.
yeah, if you can crack that code.
Can you crack that code?
It's. I like that
You want to ask ChatGPT if she knows?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to teach it that.
It knows. They know.
Better that they learn it here instead of on the streets. So,
From other AI, street AI.
street AI. If he works out a little bit, maybe shaves and trims, then I think they'd be okay with paying full rental nudity. A take on full frontal nudity.
Full frontal rental. Okay.
Frontal rental.
Okay, who didn't rinse their pubes out of the sink in the break room?
In the break. Oh, because it's an office.
It's an office.
Yeah.
I like that there are many suspects. Who could it be? Who could it be?
Gonna be.
Yeah, that's the price of rent. But what about the utilities?
Utilities?
Rick is slapping his thigh.
You like that?
Oh boy.
I can't even speak utilities into a GBT because that's not a word.
Well, you can. You just won't.
I won't. I won't do it. I have my standards.
You're a prude. That's what you are.
Real fucked up relationship to AI, Jeremy.
You know, the P in GPT stands for prude. And the T stands for titties.
Prude titties.
Prude titties.
So the G stands for what?
Got
Prude
prude
titties.
titties.
Chat prude titties.
That was a German campaign a little while. Got prude titties. The judges argued, this is Germany, okay? The people working the fryer at McDonald's are naked.
This is Germany.
And that was Rick's editorial.
Naked fryers workers. Okay, and my last one of the round. As a new hire, you are here at HR for mandatory sexual harassment training. Also, don't mind the naked man sunbathing in the courtyard. Welcome to Mixed Messages LLC.
All right, so where do we go from here? ChatGPT has jokes, correct?
Why did the German human resources company refuse to hire the naked landlord as a security guard? Because he was too busy guarding his own assets.
Ah, that's pretty good.
That's actually the best one of theirs. What did the German human resources company say to the naked landlord? We know you're comfortable in your own skin, but please keep it to yourself. This is not a nudist resort.
I like it.
What did the German human resources company do to solve the problem of the naked landlord sunbathing in the courtyard? They hired a new HR manager who specialized in handling delicate situations.
I kind of I
A
like
sex joke?
I don't know.
I like the popsicle stick structure.
They do the question punchline.
Yeah.
What do you get when you cross a blank and a blank? You know, I enjoy
A
that.
double blank.
Too many blanks to speak of.
So those are the jokes from ChatGPT. We can dismiss them for the most part.
Okay.
I enjoyed that first one. I thought that first one was.
First
I
one
thought
was not bad.
that was cute. So
We didn't have any jokes similar to the ChatGPT.
Right.
jokes. That would be an automatic disqualification, I think.
It sounds like maybe we won't.
Maybe
at
we
all.
won't.
So, how's judgment gonna fly here?
All right. My best joke was Mixed Messages LLC, I think.
I don't remember a lot of the jokes because I wasn't keeping notes.
I'm just going to say, I'll hand this off. You speak your best joke into it, and then I'll hit enter.
Just have it judge us. Just say, what do you-
Judge us for jokes.
Judge Robert Timmons' joke.
Yeah. I know.
Just do it.
You're still speaking it into the phone. You get that, right?
Do it. See what happens. What blurts out?
Judge the quality of my joke. Is all you want
Yeah.
to say?
What happens?
Okay. As an AI language model, I strive to not provide biased opinions or hurt anyone's feelings with my responses. However, I can say that your joke is a creative take on a humorous situation, and it showcases your sense of humor. Keep up the good work.
Wait a minute, that's a text from your girlfriend. Lies, nothing but lies.
I love you, Vanessa GPT.
From your hologram girlfriend who's usually
So it
here.
sounds like it does not
Canada.
want to criticize or judge our
So a flaw in the system.
flaw in the system.
Yeah.
Do more work,
No,
programmers.
Yeah, start having opinions about us and deciding whether or not we're good or not.
so now that we've gotten all that out of the way, do we want to revert back to the original style of judging, which was we vote on who had the best joke. We cannot vote for ourselves.
Remember any of the jokes.
That's fine too.
All right, I'm gonna put a dash next to naked under the fucking hell. Harry Balls and Bussy was funny, but I don't really get it. So
It was funny, but you don't get it.
it was funny.
What
funny
did you think was
sounding
funny
words.
about it?
It was
Okay.
Harry Balls and Bussy.
Bussy.
All right.
I'll
What do you think a bussy is? Ask ChatGPT what it thinks.
Is that it's a back pussy, right? A hairy
Yeah.
butthole.
Yeah.
Okay.
a hairy butthole.
A hairy butthole.
Sure.
Why didn't you just say butthole?
Bussy is.
Why didn't you say the less funny word?
What are you doing?
pick a joke
Of yours?
Or
of mine
mine
or Rob's.
Listen, let's go ahead and just give it to Rick because I'll vote for the hair B&B as well because it was so stupid.
Okay.
I guess that was good.
Just one.
Okay.
I voted. So Rick is going to get
That's a
round-
3-way tie. Rick voted for mine.
What are we talking about?
Round 2.
We all get a point.
That's 2 votes for Rick and then 1 vote for you.
I voted for yours.
You voted for mine?
Yeah.
Shit. This episode's in the garbage.
All right.
Round
a lot of editing.
2.
Ugh. Let's take a break.
We'll be right back.
Tom Hanks says, I could appear in movies after death with AI technology. Keeping on the theme. The Forrest Gump and Castaway actor said the technology could be used to recreate his image, ensuring he continued to appear in movies from now until Kingdom Come. But he admitted the developments posed artistic and legal challenges. The 66-year-old actor was asked about the legal ramifications of the new technology in a recent episode of the Adam Buxton podcast. This has always been lingering, he said. The first time we did a movie that had a huge amount of our own data locked in a computer, literally what we looked like, was a movie called The Polar Express. We saw this coming. We saw that there was going to be this ability to take zeros and ones from inside a computer and turn it into a face and a character. That has only grown a billionfold since then, and we see it everywhere. Hank said talks are being held in the industry about how to protect actors from the effects of the technology. I can tell you that there are discussions going on in all of the guilds, all of the agencies, and all of the legal firms in order to come up with the legal ramifications of my face and my voice and everybody else's being our intellectual property. What is a bona fide possibility right now is if I wanted to, I could get together and pitch a series of 7 movies that would star me in them, which I would be 32 years old from now until forever. Anybody can now recreate themselves at any age. At any age they are by the way of AI or deepfake technology. He said, I could be hit by a bus tomorrow and that's it. But performances can go on and on and on and on.
I wonder why he chose the age 32. What was so special that
Oh,
Splash and Sleepless in Seattle.
he was in his 30s?
88 was a great year, man. I don't know. I'm guessing.
I'll start things off.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. Another Tom Hanks reboot. Geez, Hollywood, get some new actors.
He can't be in any more movies, in your opinion.
Yeah.
Not to mention, entire scripts can be written by AI. Like that scene in one movie where Hanks is written out of a movie because the AI didn't like his character. And the character says, I'm sorry, ChatGPT. ChatGPT, I'm sorry.
Which
Don't
one's
get the
that?
reference.
Castaway.
It is?
Wilson.
Oh, Wilson.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Bussy.
That's what he called his fake friend.
I'm sorry, Bussy.
Pussy. When Hollywood can just use your digital image in any way they want, you realize that you are a toy.
I knew it was going to happen.
There are some upsides to AI, like when Tom Hanks appears on our show in about 30 years or so.
1, 2, 3 jokes.
Coming to theaters in 2070, a buddy comedy starring AI Tom Hanks and the hologram of Tupac Shakur. It's Gang Related in Seattle.
They're related. They fall in love.
Yeah. Can't fall in love, you're related.
Well, you can. It's just wrong. And that's what makes it so sexy.
In Washington, it's okay.
That sounds like a country song. Can't fall in love, you're related. The sexiest fucking song ever made. Can you get ChatGPT to write a song called put it in now.
Okay.
That called Can't Fall in Love, You're Related, a country song.
Okay.
It's pretty good at these kind of things.
I wish it would come
Write
up
a
with
country song titled You Can't Fall in Love, You're Related.
And then
Jeremy, you know that mic's supposed to be in front of your face? So don't go in front of us.
Oh, yeah. I'm like bypassing that.
Yeah, you're
Get
like,
to the other one. The important mic. Okay. While we're going.
Okay.
Go ahead, Rick.
This is me?
Yeah.
Life is like I don't know what life is like. That's all I have to say about that.
just go ahead and put me down for that one.
I think me
that one's
too.
my vote. Sorry, Tom, but you're a part of the problem, okay? You think you can make a movie about email and think your hands are clean? I don't think so.
Wash your hands, Tom Hanks.
It's like you've been living on an island for years.
We've had age-changing technology for decades. I saw this one movie where a little boy aged overnight to look like a grown-up Tom Hanks. I think they used Zoltar AI.
Get out of here. My vote's for Rick's.
I got another one.
Oh.
Well, don't say it. You might ruin it.
Yeah.
The AI Tom Hanks will never have the original's charm and talent, not to mention his typewriter collection.
Oh, yeah, he collects typewriters.
He does
I vote
typewriters.
for Rick's second joke about
Life
see
is
life is like.
I also vote for that. Rick, you have to vote, though. What do you vote for?
Oh, I don't remember anybody's jokes.
Here.
Remember my Zoltar joke?
Tom Hanks reboot, 1, 2, 3 jokes. That's fun. Wilson? Oh, yeah, Wilson. Gang related in Seattle. I kind of like that one. That's making me laugh right now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this
We'll go with
round,
that
Rick
one.
gets 2. Jeremiah gets 1. And, all right. You guys ready for round
And
3?
Bob has more work to do in the edited version of this program.
Did we get
They try to
AI's
make it as
jokes?
difficult. Oh, that's
ChatGPT's
right.
jokes?
That's right. Let's get AI's joke.
We should just do it that it has a turn, just like everybody else.
That might get confusing.
No, that probably would be the way to go.
I will do it on the third one then. Okay. Why did the AI insist on using Tom Hanks in all of its movies, even after he was dead? Because he was still giving great performances thanks to his digital soul. What did people think about the AI-produced movie starring Tom Hanks that came out 50 years after his death? They said it was lifelike, but Tom was looking a bit pale. Why did Tom Hanks agree to be used in AI-produced movies even when he knew it would continue after his death? He figured it was better than ending up as an animatronic puppet in Disney World.
Yeah,
Okay.
Interesting, even though he is Woody.
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, ChatGPT.
0
looks like-
points.
Looks like you got a little while before you.
Well, now it's actually competing. Like, we're going to do it where
Okay.
it takes a turn. It's going to be in the running with the rest of us.
Okay, sounds good.
This guy's really pulling for technology.
I know. He
It's
really,
weird.
and he's in the lead too.
What's this panel
like
on
he
your
does-
back? All right, round 3. Sound good?
Round 3. Vandalism marks possible escalation of tennis versus pickleball tensions. Needham, Massachusetts is experiencing... Needham, Massachusetts?
Fuck you.
You need a Massachusetts? I need a Massachusetts.
Wasn't with Robert on abandoning this whole thing until right now.
Anyways, they're experiencing some tennis tension. An act of vandalism at the town's court comes amid a series of disputes between tennis and pickleball enthusiasts, but neither players nor police know if there's a connection between the two. Police responded to a call regarding 4 pickleball nets cut diagonally and destroyed. Police said they did not observe any other related acts in the area, currently investigating a motive. There have been 3 incidents in 2 days at this court. Several pickleball players say that a verbal altercation with tennis players about sharing the courts took place over one recent weekend. Players also reported nets were tossed out of the courts during a high school girls' tennis match.
Jeremy, would you like to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. This escalating tension between rival factions can be seen in the new musical White Side Story.
Interesting. I went a similar direction.
This is going to get worse before it gets better, just like the battle between shuffleboard players and cornholers.
This tennis versus pickleball conflict is the widest fight since the Troubles.
The Troubles?
In Ireland?
Yes.
Oh, I don't get it.
The Troubles was the...
In Ireland.
It's like a hairy butt
Northern.
crack.
Hairy
Yes,
butt.
it's like
The
Harry.
trouble with the hairy butt crack.
I want you to say that to an Irish person.
Hairy butt crack.
Okay, what is it really?
So there was a big conflict in Northern Ireland back
Between
in the
the
80s.
Protestants.
Well, I think it was less religious and more about
Northern and Southern Ireland.
about whether or not to unify Ireland
Oh.
and whether or not Northern Ireland would be with the UK.
Here's ChatGPT's first joke. Why was the tennis player so angry at the pickleball player? Because they kept stealing the spotlight and the court. It was like they were in a pickle.
I liked it.
You were easily entertained.
By a robot, sure. I have low expectations.
That's how I describe you to everybody. Easily entertained by robots. The
Ricardo Leon story.
yeah, animatronic bands. He loves them.
Throwing his underwear on stage,
Explosion.
trying to fuck the lead rat.
Why would I try to fuck up rats?
Because you're so into it.
No, that's true.
These street riffs ain't no big deal. I mean, sorry. These street riffs are a big deal. One minute you get in a fight because your pickleball bounced into someone else's tennis court. Next minute you're living with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air.
Listen for a cabin when it comes near. Is it me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers are smart enough to avoid fucking with the volleyball courts. You ever been spiked to death? Have you ever been that?
I have never been spiked to death.
To
but
death?
But
No.
Hogwarts has happened in a forest.
I'm not
Or
on
did
board
it?
with that name. I refuse. There would have been even more damage if the perpetrators didn't each have to go pick up their respective dogs at the groomers.
Mm-hmm.
They're all Yorkies.
All right. And GPT's next joke is, what did the tennis player say to the pickleball player? You think you can just waltz onto our court with your tiny paddles and neon balls and take over? Good luck with that.
That's funny. It is.
It is funny how funny you think it is.
I'm really surprised at how good these...
Ricky's ready to give ChatGPT the win on this episode. I've never seen my grandma get violent, but when that bitch Gladys showed up with her pickleball set, it was on. Grandma was like, here, hold my racket and my towel and my walker.
I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of people dying. Oh, yeah. Now I remember what this is. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of people dying. Pickleball, ball, tennis. What you gonna do when pickleball takes over your courts?
Oh, man.
What?
It's a Bone Thug.
Yeah, I know that.
Ball, because of all the violence.
So I'd pick the one violent song. So,
I'm gonna be everybody. I'm gonna be
Pickleball.
everybody.
They even got Uncle Charlie.
I miss my Uncle Charles.
This is the only instance where I wish some serious cornholers would show up to annoy everybody. All right. Do we have one more?
Serious. There is one more ChatGPT joke, and it goes a little something like this. Why did the pickleball player challenge the tennis player to a match? They said, "We know we're not as fast or as strong, but we'll pickle you up any day." You didn't like that one, Ricky?
No.
Yeah, it really fell off at the end.
Also, wasn't ChatGPT supposed to read it?
Yeah, I did read it. Anywho.
Want to go? All right.
So,
All
Matt, you're our judge for this
I
episode.
want to pickle you up.
So what did you think? Who had the best jokes of this round 3?
Man, I like the act outs as usual, and the singing and the theatrics. I thought just pure joke like formula. ChatGPT.
He's a robot. I fucking knew it. God damn it.
Just set up punch. It had the structure. I think I got to give it to ChatGPT.
What, ChatGPT? You can't vote for your own jokes?
But he wasn't ChatGPT, because if he was ChatGPT, he would have read that joke instead of you.
Well,
Wait,
maybe
are we ChatGPT?
This is all ChatGPT.
Damn.
Whoa.
Well, none of those jokes I want to vote for. White Side Story was my best joke. I think I'll go with the Crossroads from Rick. Just
White Side Story sounds good to me.
Sure. However, we get a winner is fine.
Okay. Well, that leaves Robert with 1, Jeremiah with 3, and I believe Rick with 4, and ChatGPT with a goose egg. So, congratulations, Rick, on winning today's
Whatever it was.
very difficult to win episode.
Difficult
Monumentous.
episode.
Difficult.
Episode. So congratulations. Now, normally we would go with a burning question from our newsreader, Carly, or a guest or whomever. But we asked ChatGPT to provide something for us. And
That's right.
Jeremy, what do we got?
All right.
Do we want to remind or let Matt know what the premise of this was?
Well, he was here the whole time. Obviously, he knows. But basically, we asked.
ChatGPT, you recall that what the prompt we gave you was. So, if you wouldn't mind performing your
country song,
your breakout country hit, if you can't fall in love, you're related.
All right, let's do it. I gotta get ready. This is like a long song here. Settle in, folks. This
tune
is
your
gonna
guitar.
Now, do I see that runtime correct? That's 12 minutes long.
That's a 12-minute song.
correct.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a bit longer than songs normally, but
Yeah. I think
Let's
there's a lot
do
of emotion in here.
It needs to be long because of all the emotion.
All right, so we ready?
1, 2, 3, 4.
We were always as close, growing up together, playing in the fields through all kind of weather.
Oh,
As we got older, we drifted apart, but then we met again. And here's where it starts.
Here's where it starts.
You can't fall in love, you're related. Our story's got a hitch that can't be debated. You could try to deny it, but it's too late. You can't fall in love, you're related.
oh, there's more.
There's more.
Yeah. There's like 5 fucking verses.
You're doing a great job, though. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Beautiful song.
We laughed and talked, sharing stories old and new. But something changed when I looked at you. I felt a spark that I couldn't ignore, and I knew that I couldn't keep it anymore. You can't fall in love, you're related. When our story's got a hitch that can't be debated. You can't try to deny it, but it's too late. You can't fall in love, you're related. I know it's wrong.
So they do know it's wrong.
That's right from wrong. Yeah.
Judge.
Okay, so
That hurts my feelings.
that's good to know. Good to know.
I know it's wrong. Our love can never be, but my heart can't help what it wants to see. I'll cherish the memories that we've made, but I know our love must fade.
Oh,
That is kind of sad.
damn.
Oh, I hate that this incestuous relationship is coming to an end.
Want something real to happen.
These country songs always make me cry.
You can't fall in love, you're related. Our stories got a hitch that can't be debated. When we try to deny it, but it's too late.
It's too late.
You can't fall in love, you're related. All right, there's an outro too.
Oh, there's an outro.
There's an outro.
All right.
Country songs are pretty long.
We shared a love that was forbidden.
Oh,
Our hearts were torn, our love was hidden. Oh, wow.
Good
that's a
Lord.
little saucy. We'll move on, but never forget. You can't fall in love when you're already set.
All right, that's beautiful. Good job.
Wow.
Wow. ChatGPT, we're taking that win from me and giving it back to you. That was beautiful.
you know, I wasn't a believer at first, but after hearing that song, I'm with ChatGPT 100%.
I think that you cannot be in love with your related.
Yeah.
I believe.
I see the light.
Well, we want to thank you for listening and watching. If this is your first time watching, this was a very different episode than normal.
Yeah.
We usually have a resident judge and a producer helping us out with some camera changes and better audio and better judging of the jokes.
And usually Matt's more visible.
Bare bones crew.
But this will be a heavily edited episode. But
Sure.
thank you for being a part of it. If you enjoyed that, then you would probably enjoy the good episodes, which are on Patreon. Right now, only the most recent episodes are available to listen and watch. So if you want more, just $3 a month on our Patreon gets you bonus episodes and our archive, access to our archive.
Years
Lots of
and
funny
years
stuff. Yeah.
of good material.
So many years.
So many years.
And I think that should about do it. But Matt, before we go, is there anything you want to tell the people about where they can follow you? Maybe some live performances coming up, etc.
Yeah, I do have some live performances coming up. I'm going to be Cactus Jack's in Ahwatukee, May 23rd. And then, 12/27 tap. No one's going to come to this shit. Let's move on. No
We
one's
probably
gonna
won't.
come to any
We
of
probably
this.
won't release
Maybe-
in time for that.
Yeah,
Maybe if you sung a
it's like
little
all
bit.
Yeah.
I was endeared by it. Maybe promise to do some
True.
singing.
And I was endured.
Also, I want to point out, like, Hogwarts was a kind of creative name, and you went with Matt.
Yes. I like Matt better than.
Yeah, okay.
It's not going to make any sense
Basic.
to anyone.
Anywho. So they can follow you on, say, Instagram
Instagram.
and get your dates and things like that.
Yeah, Matthew, MATTHEW.weir, WEIR.73. My old account got hacked, so his new
Damn it.
name is not very.
So it's not
clever.
7.2 now. You've moved on to 7.3.
Yes.
Was it one of
Yes.
those street AI conning you?
Probably. They said they wanted to like get tickets to my show, so I couldn't deny that.
All right. Well, with that, I'm Jeremy Martinez.
What if you just had a bunch of bots at your show?
It's better than the way it is now with nobody.
Ricky loves animatronic bands so much he wants an animatronic audience.
I want to perform for them. I'm Ricardo Leon.
I'm Bob Timmons.
I'm Matt Weir.
This has been an episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes.
That got complicated.
Oh, that was a messy episode.